Hey, my name is Chip Harris. I'm CEO of Hillcrest Realty Group in High Point, North Carolina. And today we're going to talk about a form called Working with Real Estate Agents. And in the state of North Carolina, state law as well as statutes from the North Carolina Real Estate Commission require that your real estate agent go over with you the meaning of working with a real estate agent and what agency means in North Carolina. There are three types of agency. Number one, we've got buyer's agency. So if you're a buyer looking to purchase a home and you've either engaged with or hired a real estate agent to help you search for homes, that agent is supposed to, and by law required to, go over this form with you and what it means to work with a buyer's agent. So as a buyer's agent, what that means is you have, as a client, an understanding and comfort in knowing that as an agent, I have your best interest at heart. I have a fiduciary responsibility to you and to you only, meaning I don't represent the seller. I only represent you as the buyer and have your best interest at heart. Just like with your attorney, your CPA, your doctor, whoever that you hold in high esteem from a confidential perspective, we are in the same boat. Any information you share with us from a financial perspective, from a offer perspective, until you give us permission to share it with a third party or with a seller or another real estate agent even, we hold that confidence in our vault. We don't talk to anybody. It's in the vault. The second type of agency is very similar, but it represents the listing side. So we call it seller's agency, or some people call it the listing agent. And so if you're selling a home and you hire an agent or engage even with an agent to talk about selling your home, the North Carolina Real Estate Commission requires that that person go over this Working with Real Estate Agency brochure or form with you. And from a listing agent perspective, it's very similar to the buyer's agent, except for they're representing the listing person, the listing party, as a client versus the buyer. But anything you tell that listing agent is held in the vault. From a fiduciary perspective, we cannot share information that you've shared with us that's personal, confidential, financial, any offer-based information with a third party or even another real estate agent without your express written permission or express verbal permission as well. So with permission, we can share information. Without permission, it's in the vault. We don't talk about it. As a listing agent, we do market the heck out of your property though. That's what you're paying us to do. So we do put out material fact about your property and all of the features and benefits of your property, as well as photographs and maybe some video. That is not the type of information that we're talking about being held in confidence. You want us to put that out there to list your property. The information we're talking about is the financial information, the what happens if we get an offer for this type of conversation. It's all held from a fiduciary responsibility in the vault. The third type of agency is called dual agency. Dual agency is very interesting because it puts me in the middle. What I mean by dual agency is I represent both the buyer, or my firm represents both the buyer and the seller in a transaction. And so, gosh, where does that put me? It puts me in the middle. I have confidential information in my mind and in my file potentially that the seller has shared with me, and I have confidential information that the buyer has shared with me. Goodness gracious, puts me in a spot. But what we do in that case is we simply become a conduit to accomplish the transaction on behalf of both parties. And so what I do is I arm, as a dual agent, the buyers with information and technology to make an informed decision on a good offer on my seller's property. And conversely, when that offer is made, I don't advise my sellers how to respond to that offer, but I give them similar information, maybe comparable market analysis data or neighborhood recent sale data, to help them make an informed decision on whether they should accept that offer, counter offer it, or reject it. And so to that end, becoming a conduit to basically just get the paperwork done for them as a dual agent and arm them with tools to help each of them make decisions and tell me what to relay to the other party is what we call dual agency. It kind of puts you in the middle, but happens from time to time. Happens in about 30% of transactions in North Carolina, so very common. So buyer's agency, seller's agency, dual agency, the three types of agency in North Carolina. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at Hillcrest Realty Group realtygroup.com or 336-881-HOME. Thanks a lot.